So we've made it to the end of August and the end of the transfer window. We've strengthened the squad, we've had a good start to the season, and we've managed to keep hold of most of the players that we wanted to keep hold of in the first place. I called out a solid start to the season. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Unemployed to Legend with Swansea University. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's video we do have 2 games for you, one in the league and one in the cup, for the interest of time at the moment, also so we can see a few different players as both games are within a few days of each other. And since you were last with me, like I mentioned in the intro, we've had a solid start to the season after that draw on the opening day of the season. Smacking a few teams around, which is very good to see. It means that we're going to be competitive in this division until that last game, a 4-2 loss against Afan Lido, which hopefully we'll be able to gloss over a little bit, although it was annoying that we actually conceded 2 penalties in that game, and they were both very, very easy penalties that we gave away. It just felt like we were going back to FM21. If anybody remembers how that game was, so easy to give away penalties. It wasn't pleasing to watch that, but we'll gloss over it for the moment. We also advanced in the Nathaniel NG Cup second round, which I think is like one of the top cups in Wales. So we're starting to get a few good results together and a cup run at the same time, which is all very, very positive stuff. And that has left us second in the table after 5 games. I'll be honest, that's probably better than what I thought it was going to be. It's always the case, these first seasons in a new save, you always have to try and find your feet a little bit with the squads that you are given, and thankfully we have been able to strengthen this squad throughout the entire summer. A few more players have come in since the last episode. In fact, 3 of them have come in, and we've lost about 4 players, although they're not going to be players who I'll be very sad to miss. Players who have gone out. Luke Martin, I mentioned him in the last episode that he's just not that good of a goalkeeper. He has gone to Brickfield. No idea who they are. That's absolutely fine because we do have a new goalkeeper in. We'll come to him in a moment. Garen Goodwin, another goalkeeper who is out. He's also even worse than Luke Martin. Very happy to see him go. Can we go back, please? There we go. Bruno Osorio. He is a half decent... Actually, I say he's a half decent player. He's actually worse than I thought. Apparently, he's only 1.5 star. The scouts reckon he's an E. I wouldn't trust the scouts at this level, to be honest. But yeah, he was our right winger. He wasn't really going to be used much unless we played someone on the right wing. He was injured in the last episode, which is why you never actually saw him. But he's now gone to Inter de Madrid. And we also lost Nathan Townsend. He's actually gone to our opponents today, Taffs Well. Yeah, central midfielder. We have strengthened massively in this area, so Nathan Townsend wasn't really going to get any game time. Are they all still on amateur contracts? No, they're not. Part-time. That's why they're going. Yeah, he was a regular last season, but yeah, Taffs Well. The Taffs Well are semi-professional. Oh gosh, they are. They're also nicknamed the Well Men. Brilliant name. Fantastic. We'll be coming up against them today, but before we do, just a quick look through some of the transfers we have brought in. Ben Charlton is our new goalkeeper, well, backup goalkeeper. 3.5 star current ability, 5 star potential, 19-year-old goalkeeper. We've brought him in from Rochdale after the season off, and he's already at Welsh Premier League standards. I'm going to have to get used to saying Welsh Premier League, not normal Premier League. He's not massively spectacular, certainly in his attributes. Doesn't matter, he's going to be our backup. We'll actually see him in a cup match today because he's going to be our cup goalkeeper. Elliot Owen, another centre-back who apparently is not that good, but he's got some good potential. He's actually on loan from York in the National League, and he's a good player for this level. He's already played a few matches for us. He's been solid so far. Also, I believe... Okay, he's just over 6 feet tall. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. Has he scored for us already? No, he hasn't. I thought he had. I think there's another defender who scored for us this season, but he is good depth for centre-back. And lastly, we have brought in another right-back, Aaron Pilkington, 4-star current ability, 5-star potential, English 19-year-old right-back. He has been brought in from Leeds United after a year out. Oh, incidentally, with this entire game, I have not put any logo packs in yet. I'm yet to actually download them, and once I do, hopefully they will be able to just slot right into the game automatically. There's not any good ones on the Steam Workshop at the moment, so I'm going to have to go to another website like Sort It Out SI, sorry, and try and find a good logo pack there. So hopefully that'll be done sooner rather than later. And once it is, then it will start to feel a bit better in terms of look for these logos, because I know a lot of people really don't like looking at the game without an actual logo pack, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of one of them as well. So let's get into the first match of the episode. We're away at Taffs Well, who are sitting near the bottom at the moment, but it is early days in the season. So this is going to be the 11 that we're going to send out for the first game against Taffs Well. It's Rouse in goal, or Roos in goal. I'll get used to his name eventually. A back four of Jones, Huddart, Bamford and Pilkington, with Matras, Adu, Heel and Leslie in the midfield. Leslie stepping in for the injured Mulvaney, who should be back tomorrow. So we'll hopefully see him play a part in the next match, with Shirley and John Roberts up front. Now, John Roberts I haven't actually introduced at all. I've been playing him more recently because he is a funny player to watch on the field. He's got excellent pace, excellent physicals, 20 natural fitness. He's got 17 flair, weirdly. I don't know how that happens. But he's absolutely terrible technically, and even mentally. He's got no concentration, no composure. And he's supposed to be a winger / striker. He can't score most of the time. He can't even shoot. But he has got a couple of goals this season from 4 games. I mean, he's Swansea's own, isn't he? He had so long out of the game, actually. He's had 5 years away. Don't know where he went, unless he just was in the background of Swansea University for so long. Maybe he works at the uni. Who knows? He's an amateur, so he needs to earn money somewhere. But he's a funny player to watch. He's got all the pace in the world against a lot of the players he's up against, but he cannot shoot. He cannot finish to save his life, unless he's given an open goal, and even then I'm still worried. We get the first highlight after just 2.5 minutes, and I am nervous whenever the ball comes into our area, for the fact that you didn't see the last game against Afan Lido. The penalties that we gave away, I know I've mentioned this before, but it was just way too easy. I kind of despair at the match engine at times, and that is just over from Adu, who has scored from range this season. He's been a good signing. He's been a good, combining very well with Benjamin Heel in that central midfield so far. I did kind of predict that at the start of the season. That's just gone wide, that shot. But they are starting to link up very well, so I'm just going to give them a bit more match time and see how it goes. They've had a lot of highlights so far, have Taffs Well. We need to kind of get a hold of the ball a bit more. Let's see if we can just work the ball into the box. In fact, have I got that on as an instruction? No, I don't. Whoops, that might be why. Let's just put that on and see if that works. I find there's a bit more success at lower league level when you do work into the box, because it means then you're just going to lump the ball forward more of the time. Right, Leslie gets a hold of the ball here down the right hand side. Mulvaney is the more pacey one. Leslie, though, a bit more controlled of the ball, and Shirley gets his head to the ball, but it is over. God, it is highlights galore at the moment as Adu wins that comfortably in the air. It's played over to Leslie, who's just ran past the ball. There is Shirley, but the keeper grabs it up. I feel like Leslie was too fast for that ball there, but good work by Adu in central midfield. He is just a central midfielder in his role. Benjamin Heel is the ball-winning midfielder, so he's the one I'll be looking to try and break up attacks. As there is Shirley. Oh, he's got a lot more strength there. There is Shirley with the shots. It is very, very tame. John Roberts absolutely nowhere to be seen, and I'm the one who's saying he's got all the pace in the world. Oh my god, I pressed the wrong one. Oh no. I pressed the wrong shout. Oh, that's not good. They were not happy at that. I pressed calm down. I don't know what I'm telling them to calm down about, but we are starting to see more and more momentum, as you can see from the match momentum here on the screen. It's not translating into chances at the moment until we get a corner, but it is over. It just feels like a half of half chances. I think that's just non-league at its best / worst. Jones into, I don't even know who that was who put the ball into the area, but it doesn't matter because it's just been cleared. Oh, well done, Heel. He's the one, like I said, who needs to win the ball back. Matras. So glad we kept hold of him. Plays the ball over. Leslie. Leslie shoots and he scores. There is John Roberts. He's the one who played the ball back to him. There you go. Just stay in the penalty area unless you're offside. Just stay in the penalty area. If the ball comes to you, don't shoot. Just pass it to someone else because your shots are laughably bad. You'll probably see a shot at some point in this game or maybe in the next game, whenever he plays. His shooting is fantastically bad. It's made me laugh a few times, except when we're chasing a goal, in which case he's making me cry. Right, 1-0 at half time. We're going to pump some fists and say we can take better charge of this match. Which is true. They've had more chances than us. I think we can do much, much better. Right, we are on key highlights, right? Yeah, we are. We're getting a highlight straight from the off, which is not good for us unless we win the ball back. Ah, no, yeah, they got a goal within 20 seconds. Hang on. Oh, it's disallowed. That's a warning shot. And the amount of chances that Taffs Well has actually had, it is very much a warning shot. Match us down the left-hand side. Who's in the area? Absolutely no one. Jones. Adu. I'd say have a long shot if I were you. Oh, he did. There is Leslie. Oh, it's off the post. I was going to say Adu did well to get the shot off, and Leslie should have had a goal. Should have had a goal. There's Roberts. Bamford over. Yep, the ball is aimed at Bamford. Actually, the ball was aimed at Bamford. That's not the one I wanted. Where is... It's not actually aimed at him. It's aimed at Shirley, who's not even 6 foot tall. Right. Gosh, this needs a complete sort out. I'm going to have to do this off camera. Right. Just move him here. I'd rather a striker at the back post. There you go. Right. I'm going to have to do that before the next match because we're aiming at people. We're aiming corners at people who are less than 6 feet tall. Into Pilkington. What's his shot like? Oh, it's very powerful. That's a right back doing that as well. Pilkington with his first goal for the club. He's off the mark for Swansea Uni. Yes, he is. And what a powerful shot that was. Broke the back of the net with that. Roberts again with the assist. He's an effective target forward, isn't he? He's an effective target forward. Well done to him. He's showing why he should be starting matches at the moment. As we have hit the 73rd minute. I'll get my times right. And we've got a couple of tired players. So Bamford's going to go off, and he's tired and with a yellow card. Pilkington, we'll leave him on for a little bit longer. Huddart the same. Adu is going to go off for... I'll tell you what, yeah, Luke Chambers. Can he play there? I mean, yes, he can. Although Benjamin Hill apparently is better at that. So Chambers is going to go as the ball-winning midfielder, which is what he was brought in to do. Hill was going to go as the central midfielder. Leslie's got a bit more pace about him. Roberts, not effective that time. Put back in by Huddart, and it is gathered up by the goalkeeper. There's so many highlights in this game. I would prefer just to end the game now. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, that is Route 1 stuff, isn't it? Oh, you can tell we're in low leagues. Oh, this is ridiculous. Look at this. Okay. Oh my god, we got a highlight. We got a highlight straight from the off. This is Highlight City. Huddart just putting his foot on the ball. I've noticed that more and more with FM23. That defenders will just put their foot on the ball and just wait. Come on, show some strength, Shirley. There you go. There you go. Chambers. Roberts. Play it over to Leslie. Who's in the box? Only Shirley. There is Shirley there, and it's over. He's not had much luck in front of goal today, has he? I do feel that we need to get some more players in the box. We do have a standard line. I don't really want to be dropping any further back if I can help it. I'm very aware that we are away from home, so let's not get greedy. Matras with the header. Heel. It is over. We are getting the chances, albeit off set pieces at the moment. There's Matras that is also over. It is a goal kick. Let's just start wasting some time down if possible. We've got another free kick as well. I think they're just fouling us purely because they don't know what else to do. Taffs Well. And let's just waste even more time down. This is the normal game management stuff that I've been doing for a while now. And that is a very, very good, scrappy 2-1 victory. Absolutely needed though. We need to get back on track after that defeat against Lido, sorry. And it's good to know that we can pick up the points on the road this season. Right, we're going to come back for a cup match. I know I said I wasn't going to show cup matches, but in the interest of time, I am going to show the first round of the Tier 2 League Cup against Briton Ferry at home. Second match now against Briton Ferry, and there's been mass rotation for this one, as you can see from the lack of match fitness, particularly in defence. This is going to be a bit of a problem, but I'd rather give some of these players a chance to actually prove that they deserve to be in this squad. We are after the transfer window has now shut, so there has been a couple of new signings, but they're both in the starting 11, so we'll go through them now. In goal, we're going to have Ben Charlton, who is our cup goalkeeper. A back four of Edmondson, who is the new signing. He's our new left back. He's going to be someone I think who will be in the main league games, but I want to give him the cup match here just to show me mainly what he can actually do. He is Welsh Premier standards, so hopefully he's going to be very, very good for us physically. Exactly what we need as a left back. Elliot Owen, who we've gone through earlier on, is at centre back along with Hudson, who was already here. Sheehan also was a player who was already here, apparently quite influential, so not exactly getting any better, but we'll see what he can do anyway. Let's see if he can show some leadership on the pitch. The midfield is Matras, Adu, Chambers and Mulvaney. Mulvaney is back from injury. He probably won't play the full game, but we've got Leslie on the bench just in case. And you've got Hicks and new signing Demalio Brown Sterling, who is our new target forward. I mean, just judging by his physicals, he should be absolutely fine at this level. Both new signings, of course, are on amateur contracts. Absolutely nothing new about that. In other words, they're going to have to go and get themselves a part-time job in order to even make ends meet. Those gas bills ain't going to pay for themselves. Let's see how this goes. Briton Ferry, I believe, are in our league, so this is not going to be an easy match. This is not effectively a lower league team, or lower league team, should I say. We are not top division yet. I mean, if this season continues the way that it is, maybe we'll go up. That was terrible from Brown Sterling. That is absolutely terrible. That's not a good sign on his debut. Physically, he's going to be absolutely fine. But please don't tell me he's another John Roberts. We need someone who can actually finish. Well, we got this stand filled up. Is that all the away fans? How about our fans? How about our fans come out and support us for once? We are playing at home, but you'd think they're the home team. As Brown Sterling can't actually get anywhere near that ball, which is quite disappointing. I haven't actually got any instruction on to press him, so that might be something I'll bring in for the second half if we need it. Well done by Chambers, ball winning midfielder for today, and that's absolutely something that we needed. That's not what we needed. Our defence is way too weak. I've rotated our defence way too much. Oh, this is a cup that the board want me to get quite far in, and if we get knocked out, that's going to be the first objective that I'm going to fail, basically. So I would like to win this match, thank you very much. Come on, let's encourage them. We're going to need that. In fact, we're playing at home, so why are we not attacking? For home games, I tend to go for a more attacking approach. Away is more positive, as there's no one just out there. Oh my god, Sheehan just blasted one from way, way far out. If that had gone in, oh, that would have been a tasty goal. That would have been better than Shirley on the opening day of the season. Shirley's being rested for this game, by the way, because we've got another league match. Hang on, I've just thought, we don't have a league match until the next Saturday. So why am I not playing him? Doesn't matter, Sim Mulvaney has just scored on his comeback from injury, and it is an assist from Brown Sterling, so I'll give it to him. That's what Brown Sterling is here to do, to be the assist maker. When John Roberts isn't playing, he's going to be the man to step in. Actually, it should be the other way around, because Brown Sterling is better than John Roberts, apparently. But until Brown Sterling has built up that match fitness, I think Roberts will still be someone I might start with. Just bring Brown Sterling in for some minutes until he is fully ready to step in properly. And then Roberts can just sort of shift over to the bench, shift over to the sidelines. And as it stands, we're going in at half-time 1-1 in the cup match. There are no replays, it just goes straight to extra time if needs be. I'd actually hope not, because right now I am kind of running behind on doing this recording, and I don't really want to have extra time. That's going to be a wee bit of a problem. Okay, Charlton, first look at him as he just gives away the ball straight from the goal kick. And why is there no one? No one closes down. My defenders are just completely static. That is not what I wanted. We're just going to have to go high press because we clearly need to actually win the ball back higher up. But it doesn't help when your own goalkeeper is giving the ball away. It's Hicks, that's why. Tim Hicks. He's not someone I really want up front. Oh, and there's a free kick right in the D. You know exactly where this is going. Anyone who's played FM knows exactly where this is going. Yeah, top corner. Oh. Right. We are going to need to make some changes, aren't we? Oh, Shirley, you're going to have to come on, man. Sorry, man, I know you're tired, but you are just going to have to come on. And Heel's going to come on. Chambers has a yellow card. I'm looking at that defence, actually. Hudson is just terrible, so yeah. Bamford, you're coming on as well. That's 3 substitutions. I think we get another 1 or 2. I don't want to see that again. We all know what that goal looks like. Just demand more. Demand more from these set of players. Edmondson, not seen much of him at all. Sheehan. Owen. Into Bamford. Come on, boys. Oh, for God's sake. That's gone to absolutely no one, and they're just going to play it around us. I think they have a lot more match fitness than us. So much rotation when we don't have. The match fitness is probably the mistake I shouldn't have made. Bamford plays it over to Shirley. Adu. Shirley. Sterling's offside. Sterling is offside. I can see the referee walking already, and Sterling was off by about a country mile. Yeah, look at that. So far offside. There was no point celebrating that. Right, so we're going to make a last couple of substitutions. So Wyn Thomas is going to come on for a tired Elliot Owen. And Leslie is going to come on for the tired Sim Mulvaney. I mean, Mulvaney shouldn't even be playing the full match anyway. He's only just come back from injury. A couple of weeks off. One last encourager to the boys. But looks like we're heading out of the cup. Disappointing. It has been a very poor performance. We've not deserved it at all. Leslie, into Heel. Let's just make it a little bit interesting in the last few minutes. No, it's not quite happened, has it? Heel. Plays it over to Matras. That's definitely a penalty. There's no FM21 about that. It is definitely a penalty. I'm sorry, who's taking this? Oh my God, my 43-year-old centre-back is taking this. I mean, he scored. But he's probably going to need a hip surgery after that. Shooting the ball with that much power is not going to do much for him, is it? But, yeah, it's not worth celebrating off that, is it? Unless we somehow grab a goal in the last minute. No, we're not. As much as I didn't want the extra time, I didn't really want to lose either. Poor performance. Brown Sterling looked okay, although his shooting leaves a lot to be desired. But a lot of these players are still getting match fitness, so hopefully they'll be better going forwards. Well, they need to get some more match fitness. Some of them already do. But yeah, we need to build this squad up over the next couple of months and just see exactly where we are by the time we come back for the next episode, which will most likely be, I'm going to say about November time. We'll get at least half a dozen games under our belt, so that way we're coming up towards the halfway point of the season. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss future upcoming episodes of Unemployed to Legend. I thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.